Welcome back to the lab. Some of you guys have been waiting an exceptionally long time for this one, but today we're going outside. And we're outside, not because of this one, not because of that one, or the silver one over there. That's right, we're finally giving the Bedford some love. This poor old thing. Bedfords do not enjoy sitting outside. They grow cancer and they die slowly but surely. They die. So this has had some love, but nowhere near enough. I'm going to get into it and try and save it a little bit. Today we're going to attack this driver's door. It's a bit hot out here, it's a bit sunny. I'm going to get burnt with my bald head, so we're going to take that off, drag it inside the workshop and fix some things. Oh, she very quickly reminded me of why these things are such a nuisance to work on. The hinge arrangement sucks. Basically, you think you can undo it on the chassis side and pull it out, but you can't. You can't quite get the angle of the hinges to make them come out, and then you end up having to undo the bolts on the door side of things. Don't worry about this being broken. It's flogged anyway. It's all torn and it's just junk. It's not bad for the age of the vehicle, to be fair. Right, so bottom of the door. This was, I couldn't believe it when they told me, but this was all kicked in and dented in to make it concave so that they could put LPG bottles here and still close the door while they're driving around. I'm not kidding. I was dumbfounded. How could people be so stupid? But anyway, they were. Back in the day, they definitely aren't with me around. So that was, well, I mean, it's not as concave as it was. I'm not going to say that that was straightened, or it's perhaps a little bit better. This is way back when we only had an oxyacetylene set here, so, and that's hard to butt weld steel with oxyacetylene. Didn't do too terribly. That's that side of it. Down the bottom here, oh, my Uncle Ron. Geez, there's a bit of a story with Uncle Ron. But anyway, they spent a bit of time and money and rebuilt the bottom of the door here, and it's actually rusted out faster than the other door that hasn't had any time and money spent on it. So we need to fix this again. And I want to have a crack at trying to make that better, nicer. Maybe make this all one piece through up to here or something with some zinc aluminum, but galvanized steel panel rather. She's all starting to corrode. Right, let's see what we get up to. Hey, look, there's a Bedford door under the bog. This is like 1/4 inch thick. And people don't know how to adjust door hinges properly, so they just load the door up with bog. Oh, it's not quite, might be a 1/16 of an inch thick there. So 2 or 3 millimeters there, and 5 or 6 there. It's insane, making a lovely mess of the workshop. I'll take all that crap off and I'll actually straighten the skin out properly, and probably the bottom of this needs replacing. Yeah, so a bit of an autopsy there. They've actually had that whole bottom of the door off. That's a new piece all the way from there. Like, they did a good job of making it, and then they didn't do anything about looking after it to stop it corroding by the looks of it. It's there's some sort of green paint there, but it's obviously it's not been enough. Fizz, rust, all stuffed. And you can see the lower skin. There's actually a line right next to there. I can't really tell. They may have actually replaced almost exactly where I've cut that, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what's going on there. That's very hard to see. Either that or whether there's some sort of a scratch on the, see, because it doesn't look like there's anything like that in. Maybe there's some sort of a scratch going on with the paint or whatever, but clearly fizz, corrode, yuck, no good. So we'll I'll have a go at tidying this up. It may look worse than what it is. We may just have to do these little sections. The rest of it, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Let's have a go. See what we come up. No, the more I look at it and think about it, we're making that whole section again. Let's redo that. I mean, there's no shortage of material. So it's going to take a bit longer than what I wanted. That's always the way. Running out of day, who would have thought? Just some offcuts, don't worry, they're not from this job, they're just stuff that I might use, and didn't. So I haven't put the doofers in here. I haven't decided if I will or I won't. It's after 5 o'clock and it's actually raining, which is going to make this a bit difficult to get some paint on it and get it back on the van, but it all lines up relatively well. Welding's a bit sketchy, it needs grinding actually. Some of it's had a grind. That part hasn't. There was something funny going on in this corner. It was like it had magnets in it, but whatever. Not going to wrap the skin around like the factory does. This is actually 1.6 that I've used here, not 1mm, and that'll be pretty much impossible to make nice. So I'm actually just going to weld that onto there because you're just getting corrosion in between the two skins anyway, and this joint all the way. It's not so bad, a lot of it. That's all peeling away there, and that'll be rusting in between like it did up here, and I've dealt with it, put some rust kill on it. But yeah, so that's the bottom skin from the door. I can't decide if that's had if that was a piece welded on there or not. If it was done very, very well. Or it might be a tide line from it's been flooded or something at some point, I don't know. But certainly, if I really, really wanted to, I could have saved this. There's actually could have just had a few little patches in it, and it would have been all right. The piece through the middle here was pretty good. Those bits wouldn't have been hard to save, but all this was all beaten to hell anyway, and it had this ugly join in here. I did this. This is my fault, my bad, and I didn't inhibit that either. So, yeah. Don't think I'm a hypocrite. I'm fully aware that I didn't do a perfect job either. Mind you, the guys that did this charged a lot of money for it, and that should have been inhibited. Rightio, so next step is attach that to that. Get some inhibitor and whatnot all through it, and get some primer on it. We're not going to do the full Monty paint job on it today. We're way out of time. I'll be out here far too late as it is. Right, it's must be about 7:45, and I've had a guts full, but we've got some paint on there to stop it rusting. It does not have massive balls of rust under the bottom there. Can we see it? Oh, that's close enough. Close enough for what we're doing. It's not secure for now, but good luck trying to steal it anyway, right? And that's looking, with a bit of paint on there, almost hides all the debauchery that's gone on there. And it looks bloody good. There's a little bit to do at this corner here. That doesn't look quite right, does it? So that needs just a little bit of finishing off, but like I said, it's getting close to 8 o'clock, so that's enough. These things are insert some colourful language to set up the hinges. So they've got these 3 bolts here. They can go up and down, and they can go in and out. And then there's 3 bolts on the chassis that can go up and down, in and out, and actually could twist if you really felt like it as well. So the combination of that and that and that and that, they're actually quite difficult to manipulate and get them right. But that closes. There's no filler up here. I've taken that out on that. I don't know if there's any on there. There won't be much if there is any, but that's pretty much bang on. Not so much there, but you can just pull the door frame out right and get that right. And pretty good down the front here. You can see it was trying to eat the bog that's on this panel. This panel's full of bog. So that had, 10 mils of bog in places, if not more. So we're getting there. We might have a Save the Bedford party one day. I'll buy a bunch of cordless drills and we'll attack the thing with wire wheels and get all the paint off it and get it all primed, and you can take your cordless drill home when we're done. How's that sound? Rightio. Thanks for watching. I've had a guts full. It's time to go inside, have a drink and have dinner. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and bloody let me know if you want more Bedford content. Cheers, bye.